Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from My Turntable. Hoping you had a great morning this morning. It's Boxing Day, Thursday. As always, a coffee kind of day. Cheers, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. Hope everyone had a great time. For those that struggled, I hope everyone got through it okay. Today is Boxing Day. As I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to go near the stores. Traffic's going to be nuts. But I did get some gift certificates that I plan on spending on some, I don't know how many albums, a couple albums maybe that I'll get. And looking forward to that. Probably do that Friday. But as things maybe calm down, who knows. But I hope you guys, everyone out there, hope Santa was good to you. And hope you had some quality time with your family and friends. And I know I did. I had a great time with my family, and it was nice to see everyone. I'm still full from from supper last night. It was amazing. My niece is still going to go on today and with family, her other family, and man, she's an amazing cook. And my mom was there. It was just a good time. Just a small gathering, but it was really nice. So today I thought I'd have some fun. I always have a top 10 list of bands that I absolutely love, and that list doesn't change too much. But I also have another top 10 list of bands that I absolutely love, and they could easily replace the bands in my first top 10 list, except maybe the first two, maybe three, number one, number two, number three. That's going to pretty much stay consistent, but any of these other bands could replace bands in my original top 10 list. I guess I could have called this a top 20 list, but this is going to be my other top 10 bands, because again, I love these bands just as much as I love them in my original top 10 bands, if that makes any sense. But it's going to be some fun anyway. Right off the bat, at number 10, and again, these rankings could change at any time. This is actually the back cover. This is Chicago Transit Authority. This is their debut album. This is the first album that they named Chicago Transit Authority. They had to change it for legal ramifications. Obviously dropped the Transit Authority, just simply known as Chicago. Still going strong today, but I really only love their first 11 albums with Terry Kath. One of the greatest American guitarists out there. Jimi Hendrix thought he was better than he was. Just amazing. If you don't know Chicago, formed way back in '67. They're a jazz and R&B and pop and rock band with horns. Yeah, awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. So that's my number 10. At number 9, this is a fairly new band to me this year or last year. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Great Australian rock band formed in Melbourne in 2010. These guys, the thing I love about these guys is every album is different. You've got heavy metal, you've got prog, you've got psychedelic, you've got pop and rock. So good. And apparently their live shows are just to die for. So that's my number 9. Number 8, the Canadian-American rock band Steppenwolf. One of my absolute favorites, formed by John Kay back in '67. These guys are so good. I love his lyrics. I love his playing. I love the band's swagger. Every album is amazing. Yeah, Steppenwolf at number 8. At number 7, you've got the awesome Irish band Thin Lizzy, led by Phil Lynott, amazing bass player, vocalist. So good. I love Thin Lizzy. They've really grown on me in the last little while, and every album is amazing. Their band members have changed back and forth. Unfortunately, we don't have Phil Lynott anymore, and unfortunate that we lost him because he was just remarkable. But amazing band at number 7. At number 6, the amazing Jethro Tull. What can you say about Jethro Tull? Initially, when they first came out, they were a blues band, and then they went off in a different direction. But classic elements of progressive rock and rock, and led by, of course, Ian Anderson, the multi-instrumentalist, the flautist. How many bands have flutes in there that can create a lead just as good as any guitar? Martin Barre, one of the greatest guitarists out there ever, unfortunately no longer with them. Still playing and still on his own, but what a lineup, and what amazing discography this band has, for sure. That's at number 6. At number 5, I got to get these in order here. Here we go. The awesome English rock band Uriah Heep. Just like one of my favorite bands, Deep Purple, that Hammond organ sound of Uriah Heep. These guys are so good. Mick Box, still one of the consistent members of the band, amazing guitarist. Right now, Bernie Shaw is the lead singer, but you had David Byron, the first lead singer, who had a remarkable voice. Not a big guy, but his voice was just loud and booming and amazing. Uriah Heep. That's at number 5. At number 4, Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd. What can you say about Pink Floyd? My first introduction was, of course, Dark Side of the Moon, and introduced by the minister's son. Of course, that's when you went out to dinner with the minister and the wife, and the son said, "Come down downstairs, I want you to listen to this," and introduced me to Dark Side of the Moon. And I've loved it ever since. But I love Pink Floyd. That's at number 3. So that's never gonna change. I'm sorry, that was number 4. Number 3, Black Sabbath. I go between the Ozzy years. I like Ozzy years. I think that's my favorite. Is the Ozzy years. That's at number 3, Black Sabbath. This will never change. Deep Purple at number 2. Okay. My favorite band ever. Enough said. And at number 1, the Beatles. So my top 4 will probably never change. Uriah Heep, Pink Floyd, Black Sabbath, and Deep Purple, and the Beatles. Uriah Heep, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, and the Beatles. Yeah. So my top 4 will probably never change. But these next bands, which are my other top 10 bands, and of course everyone knows the Beatles. I don't have to talk about that. At number 20 is Golden Earring, the amazing Dutch rock band formed way back in '61. When they were known as the Tornadoes. Of course, Radar Love is a big hit for these guys. Twilight Zone, another huge hit, but there's so much more to these guys. They've released 25 studio albums, 30 top 10 singles in the Dutch charts. This is one of their albums that I picked up recently called The Hole. This one took a few listens, but it's still a remarkable album. But that's my number 20. And again, that could switch in my top 10 list at any time. Along with this band here, the classic Who. This was a Record Store Day release 2 or 3 years ago. But the Who, Roger Daltrey and Pete Townsend are still playing. We've lost John Entwistle and Keith Moon, unfortunately. But what an amazing band, and what an amazing career these guys had. That's at number 19. At number 18, Wishbone Ash, another British hard rock band, known for their twin guitars, and Andy Powell, Ted Turner. What a remarkable duo on twin lead guitars. These guys are so good. I love Wishbone Ash. That's at number 19. At number 18, Procol Harum. These guys are so good. Whiter Shade of Pale, of course, multi-million-dollar hit. But they got classical elements. They've got Baroque. They've got psychedelic rock, prog rock for sure, rhythm and blues and soul. Um, yeah, remarkable band. At number 18. My Canadian favorite. I've got many Canadian favorite bands, but of course you got Rush. This is at number 17. What can you say about Rush? I love their debut album. I really still do, with drummer John Rutsey. But once Neil Peart joined, they just went off in this direction and never looked back. And what a remarkable career these guys had. It's unfortunate that we lost Neil Peart, but these guys were an icon, still an icon in many people's eyes. So number 17, Rush. At number 16, King Crimson. What can I say about King Crimson? A fantastic progressive rock band. You got the maestro Robert Fripp. You got classical jazz and folk and heavy metal and glam rock and blues and experimental music. This next band is going to be compared to them, but these guys are fantastic. And again, another godfather of progressive rock. Yes, at number 15. Wow. I mean, Yes is a brilliant, brilliant band. Chris Squire was one of the best bassists ever. Peter Banks, Tony Kaye, Bill Bruford, John Anderson, one of the best vocalists out there. I love his new album. It's remarkable, just as good as anything Yes put out. So many amazing artists played on this. You got the maestro Steve Howe, Jeff Downes, Billy Sherwood. So many musical styles. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. Yes. At number 14, Blue Oyster Cult. What can you say about these guys? I hated their I shouldn't say I hated their latest release. I did say this again, didn't I? But Blue Oyster Cult is a fantastic band. 25 million albums worldwide. Hard rock and psychedelia. Known for their big hits, but there's so much more to these guys than just their big hits. Don't Fear the Reaper is overplayed. Burning for You overplayed. But I love songs like Godzilla more than those ones, actually. But Blue Oyster Cult. The Symbol Remains was one of my favorites. Their second latest album. Amazing stuff. At number 12, Nazareth. Scottish hard rock band. These guys were so good as well. Of course, you got the big hits like Hair of the Dog and Love Hurts and Razamanaz and all that stuff. I warned out their greatest hits when I first got a car when I was 16, because every song on there was a banger, and I've loved Nazareth ever since. So that's number 12. And number 11, I'll cover this up because I don't want YouTube to say, ooh, Humble Pie. Humble Pie. Steve Marriott, Peter Frampton. Frampton's not on this one. But you got... Steve Marriott was he had that swagger in his vocals. Amazing front man. I love this album too. This is Thunderbox. This was my introduction to these guys way back when I first discovered Humble Pie. But yeah, so good. So again, these other top 10 could replace anything in my original top 10 list. So I'll go through them again. So at number 11, Humble Pie. At number 12, Nazareth. At number 13, you've got Blue Oyster Cult. At number 14, you've got Yes. At number 15, you've got King Crimson. At number 16, you've got Rush. At number 17, you've got Procol Harum. At number 18, you've got Wishbone Ash. At number 19, you've got The Who. At number 20, you've got Golden Earring. Again, they could replace anything in my top 10. So at number 1, I got the Beatles. At number 2, Deep Purple. At number 3, we got Black Sabbath. Sorry for the glare. At number 4, you got Pink Floyd. At number 5, you got Uriah Heep. Number 6, you've got Jethro Tull. At number 7, you got Thin Lizzy. At number 8, you have Steppenwolf. Number 9, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. And at number 10, Chicago. So there's my top 10 bands and my other top 10 bands. Hope everyone has a great day. Love you all. I'll be back again on the weekend with more videos, hopefully showing some new albums. Who knows? But I'll definitely be back on the weekend. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk again soon. Bye now.